Hello everyone, my name is Lynn. I'm a sophomore of the International University of Ho Chi Minh City, and today I'm going to introduce you to this very interesting topic, which is the mobile payment marketplace, GOAT RODEO. So there will be two main parts in my presentation, which are the summary of the case study and the answers for the case study questions. So my presentation will last for more than 10 minutes, so let's get to it. So first, let's summarize this case. So what is mobile payment? Mobile payment, also referred as mobile money transfer or mobile wallet, are payment services operated under financial regulations or via mobile devices. And GOAT rodeo, this concept may be new to many people. This is a chaotic situation in which powerful players with different agendas compete with one another for public acceptance and, above all, huge potential revenues. So why does this GOAT rodeo happen? So this happened due to the explosion of innovative ideas, plans, and announcements. And the mobile payment market was expected to generate $62 billion in 2017, nearly double 2016 volume, and expand to $300 billion by 2020. So more people are using banking on their phones and laptops rather than going out to a bank. Okay, so now let's come to the part where I'm going to introduce you to some of the representatives in the mobile payment market. So first, let's get to know Apple Pay. What is special about Apple Pay? So first, let's talk about their security. Apple Pay is an app that comes with iPhone 6 and the later versions of the iPhones. And besides that, you can use this app on the Apple Watch. There's a special button just for the Apple Pay transactions. And Apple Pay uses built-in NFC technology, NFC, which is near field communication. So what is it about this technology? So this technology basically short-range wireless technologies that share information among devices. And how are you going to use this Apple Pay? So users gonna set up an account that enter their banking credentials using either their credit or debit card account information or their checking or savings accounts as the source of funds. And how are we going to make payments through Apple Pay? Very simple. First, you press the iPhone Touch ID button, which reads your fingerprint and ensure the identity of the phone's owner. And second, the phones contain a unique device number and the ability to generate a one-time 16-digit code. Together, they form a digital token with encrypted information. So once the authenticity of the device and the person is confirmed, the transaction will be approved. So let's have a look at the fees of the Apple Pay. So one thing that Apple Pay is taking the place is because it's free for all of their customers. And they collect 0.50% from the credit companies and banks. And in return, they will guarantee that these companies and banks' transactions are valid. And Apple Pay is solely a technology-based intermediary between consumers and bank, and it is not subject to federal banking regulations. And Apple Pay can be also used by any consumer that has a credit card from major issuer bank. So let's talk more about the relationship in the payment ecosystem between Apple Pay and other companies. So Apple Pay has developed their relationships with some of the key players in this field. First are the credit giants like Visa, MasterCard, American Express, and Discover. So they also developed relationship with other 11 large bank credit card issuers, which are JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America, Citigroup, and Wells Fargo. Together, they account for 83% of the US credit card payment volume. And the third key player that Apple has a huge relationship with is the national merchants such as Walgreens, Dune Reed, McDonald's, Disney, Macy's, and like others merchants. And Groupon and Uber have integrated Apple Pay into their systems too. So let me introduce you to another interesting app, which is Venmo. Venmo focuses on peer-to-peer mobile payments, and it is a social mobile payment. It was founded in 2010 by 2 college students and was purchased by PayPal in 2013. And how to use Venmo? Users are gonna sign up for a Venmo account and link their account to a bank account, a debit or credit card. And how to make a payment through Venmo is very simple. You enter your email and the funds are transferred when the recipient, who must also have a Venmo account, accepts the payments. And another thing about Venmo is that it relies on NFC technology, just like Apple Pay, to make in-person payments to individuals by just tapping their phones. And Venmo's popularity has skyrocketed ever since, especially among millennials. So another representative of the online payment market is PayPal. Mobile payment market, I'm so sorry. So what is special about it? It is financial service software firms which is like a technology company in disguise, and it is currently the most successful and profitable non-conditional online payment system, and it is used mostly on desktop and tablets, but rapidly becoming a mobile payment force. PayPal is also currently the largest alternative non-credit card online payment service. PayPal possessed $99 billion in mobile payments in 2016, and it has a growing payment volume at around 25% annually. PayPal developed PayPal Here, which is a device that will both read credit cards equipped with computer chips, as well as accept payments from Android Pay and Apple Pay. PayPal Here includes a card reader that plugs into a tablet or smartphone and a standalone contactless device that can accept NFC payments as well as swipe credit cards. And let me introduce you to PayPal Me. That a service that PayPal has launched in 2015. This is a peer-to-peer payment service that allows users to make and receive payments from their friends. And users share their PayPal Me link with friends and can transfer money to their PayPal accounts. The service is absolutely free and targeted at PayPal's global user base. So last but not least, let's come to the part where I'm going to answer the case study questions. So the first question is, who are the 3 major players in the mobile payment market? So the first major player are the technology companies like Apple, Google, Samsung, PayPal, and Square. So all of which have major hardware and software mobile payment initiatives. And the second major player in this field are large national merchants like Best Buy, Walmart, Target, Costco, and Amazon. And last but not least, in this major players list are the banks and the credit card companies. The banks would be like JP Morgan Chase, Wells Fargo, Citi, and other money center banks. And the credit card companies would be like Visa or MasterCard. And while each have their own working platform, their goal is the same, to become the number one system for consumers. The second question is, why is Venmo considered a social mobile payment system? So Venmo lets their users transfer money to one another, and they allow users to share their purchase events. And their users also have the option to keep all the information private. That's what makes the social element in Venmo. So the third question is, how does Apple Pay different from Android Pay and Samsung Pay? Apple Pay has more than one form of Apple devices that can access to the app, while Android Pay uses the NFC-enabled Android devices, and the Samsung Pay provides its services to the Samsung smartphones. And for the security part, Apple Pay uses fingerprints, while Android Pay uses PIN. And for the reward part, Android Pay and Samsung Pay both have rewards. Android Pay will have rewards and display ads, while Samsung Pay will have coupons and reward cards. And for the technology that three of these apps using is Apple Pay using NFC technology, and so does Android Pay. But Samsung Pay uses both NFC technology and magnetic secure transmission. So the final question is, how does PayPal enable mobile payments? So PayPal currently enables its mobile payments in three ways. First, it sells a device that allows merchants, mostly small businesses, to swipe credit cards using a smartphone or tablet, just like the Square device. And second, the most common PayPal mobile payment occurs when customers use their mobile device browser on a tablet or a smartphone to make a purchase or a payment at a website. And the last method is PayPal's updated app for iOS and Android devices. So I think this is the end of my presentation. And if you have any questions, I would love to answer them in the comment section. And thank you a lot for listening to my presentation.